No room for failures. Those were my brother's words as he filled the doorway on Christmas Eve. Behind him, the tree shimmered. My mother steadied her wine, and my father studied a knot in the floor. I stood on the porch with a bag of gifts for their children, ribbons bright as sirens, while my brother smirked as if he'd finally won something. I didn't shout, I didn't plead. I said, "You're right." Then I turned, the cold biting through my coat, and walked back to the car. The presents sat in the passenger seat, glowing faintly in the dashlight, a little nativity of my bad habits. Driving home through powdery streets, I let the wipers keep time and felt the old story slide off me like ice from glass. I used to love Christmas, the cinnamon candles, the hush that makes ugly corners look forgiven. But our family's version always required an offering, and I was the one who bled neatly. If a bill was late, I paid it. When Adrian, my brother, and his wife Mara slipped on their mortgage, I wired money before anyone asked. They called it help. It was a leash. In my apartment that night, I made coffee, opened my laptop, and faced the proof. Transfers titled school fund, daycare, groceries, utilities, just until next month. Line after line like a ledger of apologies. I felt no thunder, only a clean, tired certainty. Cancel, cancel, cancel. 5 minutes to unwind 5 years. I changed my passwords. I stacked the wrapped gifts in a box and slid it into the closet like evidence for trial. By New Year's, the knock came, hard, familiar. Adrian's silence lasted 2 days. On the third, my phone sang a chorus. Pings, missed calls, voicemails stacked like threats. First, polite, "Hey, what's going on?" Then pleading, "Rent due, kids need shoes." Finally, spite, "You're selfish, you've changed." I let it pass like weather across a closed window. Friday, he burst into my office, face flushed above his winter coat. "We need to talk," he hissed. "Not here," I said, steering him outside. In the parking lot, our breath smoked. "You think you can cut us off? The kids are hurting." "They're your kids," I answered. He laughed. "So now you care about responsibility." "I always did. I'm taking mine back." "You can't do this." "I already did." I left him with his echo. 2 nights later, pounding shook my apartment door. Through the peephole, his stare burned. I opened the chain's width. "Stop this," he snapped, palm on the frame. "You're ruining my life." "You ruined it on your own. You have no idea what's happening. You can't walk away from family. Family shows up with respect, not invoices." Before he spit more heat, a voice drifted from the sidewalk. "Adrian, enough." Mara stood by the car, coat half-zipped. "Go home," he barked. She didn't move. "No, we're done." She glanced at me, then him. "I spoke to a lawyer." Drained, he blinked. "You what?" "I know about the gambling," she said. "The hidden account, the withdrawals. Money I believed went to the kids, lost at tables." He whirled toward me. "You told her." "I didn't have to," I said. Mara lifted a folder. "I did, and I kept copies." He faltered. I opened the door wider. "Mara, come in." Mara stepped inside, hands trembling around that folder. I made tea, cinnamon steam rising like a memory I didn't hate anymore. She stared at the papers. "He told me you owed us," she whispered. "He said you were lucky we needed you." "I was lucky to stop," I said. The next afternoon a call came from a baritone. "Mark Dawson. I'm Mara's attorney. She authorized me to loop you in." At his office, he slid copies across the desk. Transfers from my accounts to theirs, cash withdrawals, casino markers, a hotel bill that read like a joke I wasn't in on. "My funds," I said. He nodded. "Mara's filing for separation and a protective order. We'll need a brief statement why the payments began when you canceled." For once, the story fit on one page. I wrote it, signed, and walked out lighter. Outside, snow sifted down. It felt like weather, not omen. That night, Adrian called and let his anger rattle my voicemail. I didn't respond. When he finally reached me live, I told him the truth. "You used me. The only thing left is your choice. Stop or sink." He hung up on the silence between us. By week's end, Mara and the kids moved in with her sister. She texted a photo of 2 lopsided snow angels. I boxed the gifts and carried them to a shelter. The clerk asked if I wanted a receipt. No, I said. I kept what mattered. In February, my mother phoned to stage another pity play. You've made things difficult for your brother. I made things honest, I said. I sleep now, finally. The apartment has edges again. Boundaries hum like a forgiving song. Family, I've learned, is who keeps you whole. This winter, that person is me.